Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, welcome to the Scale Model Outlaw. If you're your first time checking in, we hope you like what you see. If you do, how about leave us a comment down there in the old comment section? Or how about one of those big old thumbs ups? That's right, we love them big old thumbs ups. And a subscribe would be nice. Doesn't cost a dime, and we appreciate it. To the returning viewers, thank you guys and gals so much. We appreciate you more than you know. Well, today's video should have been done like 13 days ago or 14 days ago. At the beginning of every month, I do an update on the Saturday night short track group build that myself and Jason Hanscom are doing. And Jason's from the Blue Ox Model Shop. Go check him out if you don't know him. Blue Ox Model Shop on the YouTube and now on Facebook. He just created a Facebook page of the same name, so go check him out. So we're doing a Saturday night short track group build, and basically to give you kind of a summary of what's going on with that is basically what you would see at a average short track, whether it be asphalt, whether it be dirt, your local short track, the kind of car that you would see. Demolition Derby out, NASCAR out, everything in the middle kind of works. From back in the day to current, we want them all. So you bring your old school midgets, bring your new Camaros or new whatever they're running around the dirt tracks now. Me personally, I am doing, I'm doing a replica of my brother's car. We'll get into that when we move on. But before we move on, I want to say thank you to Coon Resins, who has joined up for yet another month to be a sponsor of this group build. Coon Resins, www.roncoon, that's RONCOON.com. He has some awesome printed parts. He's coming out with new stuff every day, or it seems like every day. Maybe it's every week, but it's like my messenger's blowing up with new stuff that he's coming out with all the time. His attention to detail on the round car stuff is beyond any other. It really is. For especially dirt track type stuff. He's a dirt track guy. He's a round guy. I might be speaking for him. Maybe he's a round asphalt guy. But either way, the stuff that he's making is phenomenal. It's very accurate, and it fits what we're trying to do in this group build. So we're so happy to have him back on for another month. Ron, thank you for all you do. You guys know that you can go there and get a 10% discount. Go to www.roncoon, that's RONCOON.com, and put in YouTube build. That'll get you a 10% discount. Speaking of 10% discounts, before we get into everything else, let's pay homage to our awesome sponsors, Coon Resins, Iceman Collections, and ScaleFinishes.com. Let's hear from those guys, and we'll be right back. And welcome back. Always great to hear from our awesome sponsors. You know that ScaleFinishes.com and Iceman Collection sponsor the whole channel, and Ron Coon is on board with sponsoring the group build, and we couldn't thank him more for that. Where are we at? Well, if you guys have been paying attention and been following along, you know that myself and Jason Hanscom are doing this group build. Jason's actually finished one car. He's so far ahead of me. I am so far behind. I had the whole selling my, if you guys have been paying attention to my videos and watching, I sold my shop, my one-to-one shop, and then I went on vacation for 2 weeks, and then there's a whole, we're literally into 3 months, and I haven't even started on any of my round cars yet, and I'm a little ashamed about that, but I did and have been tinkering and working. So let's start with, first and foremost, the Coon Resins car. We are building a car. This is a Coon resin body that we have trimmed out and got it right. So this is an old school CUDA body, or Barracuda body. CUDA body. I think it's CUDA body. I think this year's was CUDA body. Now, when you get this kit, it's going to have a lot of stuff underneath. You got to trim it, and that's part of it. You got to cut the windshield out, and the windshield, side mirrors, back window, and all that. But what a great Rowdy Round car! You know what I'm saying? It's perfect. They're awesome. Coon makes some amazing stuff. I've got some of his Camaro bodies, and those of you that know me know I'm not a GM guy, but he's got the Camaros with the bubble fenders. He's got the Camaro without the bubble fenders. He's got the Camaro with that, and I don't know what they call it. I'm not as in tune with the late models as I should be, but it's got that grill or that cover around the front. It looks like an old school bra, but all the old dirt cars back in the day had them. He's got a Camaro with one of those already molded in. Go check out Coon. Great stuff. Next up is one that's near and dear to me. This will be my Northeast modified car. Now, I'm trying to get it apart without... So this is it, right? This is my Northeast modified dirt car. Now, it does come apart, but I'm not going to pull it apart and try to break something while I'm talking to you guys. This is going to be a replica of my brother's car. Now, over the vacation, I was able to go up and get some really good detailed pictures of it, and we're going to make it as close to the one-to-one car as we possibly can. And I'd like to give a big shout out to STS Decals. STS is making me the graphics that go on this car from my brother, which is really cool. I mean, they're matching his graphics one-to-one. Basically, my brother's in the, if you guys do video games, his car is in, I probably should have done some research, but it's the Super Dirt modified video game. He is one of the guys that you can pick to be like your car. So when he did that, he got his wrap designer to send off a file to the video game people, and they created his car from there. Well, he was nice enough to give me that same file that I sent off to STS, and me and Mr. Terry have been back and forth working on it, trying to figure it out, get the scale right and whatever. But I can't say enough about STS Decals, man. They have been so patient, so kind, and I love working with those guys. I'm not getting paid to talk about them. I love them because they're doing great work, and they're going to help me make a replica of my brother's race car. So we're super excited about that. If you guys are interested, pay attention to the next video that's coming out. We're going to show you some one-to-one pictures and give you an idea of what it is we're trying to build here. But this Northeast Modified, we're super excited about getting it together. As always, Ron called me while I was on vacation, said he wanted to get back on for another month, and that's awesome, Ron. Thank you so much for being a part of the group build. Thank you, Jason, for making me look like a fool because you got your first one done, and I haven't even done anything yet. But I have been working on it, kind of behind the scenes working on it. But we're going to get caught up on that and a lot of other stuff that we got going on. Like I said, been gone for a while. Made a video this morning giving shout-outs, some shop card shout-outs, and shout-outs to Rob's Hobbies and RC, and just trying to get caught up with those guys. We are so excited about getting back to the workbench, making things happen, and getting this stuff together. Got a lot of group builds that we're finishing up, still working on the senior group build, but we're going to make this happen. And like I said, between the Coons, CUDA, and the Northeast Modified, we're going to have so much fun, and we're going to make them look as close to real as we can. The CUDA, like I said, can't get enough of this CUDA body, man. I mean, it's so cool. It's awesome. Came straight from Coon Resins. Great guy. We're going to be creative with that. We're not going to make it a replica of anybody's car. We're going to come up with our own little outlaw car. Probably get with STS and have them make us some custom decals for it too. But the first one's definitely going to be the Northeast Modified. So, again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. Love y'all. Be kind to each other. Be safe. And as always, keep on modeling.